driver's side door.
And Matt Skraby.
Now I'm being judged because I pull forward into my parking spot.
Don't blame us for any side effects.
You thrilled our fans throughout.
As Gwynn and Chris gets underway here, happy Monday to you. Chris Ella, Tony Gwynn Jr., and Matt Skraby together in our Odyssey Palace studios. Final week that we will be together for 2025. So sit back, enjoy the show this week. Next couple of weeks, you're on your own out there. Busy weekend, obviously, on the gridiron. Some good NFL football yesterday. Phillip Rivers, I thought, stole the whole show. We'll talk about him. College bowl season got underway with a couple of ball games, and we had the NBA Cup shocker on Saturday night to get to. That was a great game. I mean, Oklahoma City, I think, of course, right after I talk about how completely unbeatable they are. They lose the next game. LeBron and Dylan the Villain had another battle last night. This one went to LeBron, so we'll discuss all of that as well. And we also, guys, have to get into whatever it is the rumors are swirling around the Padres and the Mets.
Right.
Either a major trade is coming down or it's not. So with that, Tony, how are you? And don't let me forget to congratulate these two achievements as well.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Weekend went by pretty fast.
Okay.
I didn't get to watch a lot.
Were you in
sports.
Norco the whole weekend? You're home away from home watching soccer?
I wasn't in Norco, but I was up at the Oceanside facility.
The Oceanside facility this weekend.
I was up there this weekend, so I didn't get to watch a lot of sports. I did catch the NBA Cup semifinal game.
That was a shocker.
It was a shocker, but it was probably one of the, it was finals type basketball,
and that's what they want
in freaking December.
Yeah,
and it was really, really good. NFL, I mean, a lot of good games, a lot of terrible injuries. One specifically,
bad injury weekend
may have taken a team off of the Super Bowl kind of path they were in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Remember that move, them getting making that move early in the season was such a surprise, and they have really benefited from having Parsons on their team. And now he goes down with the ACL. You two gentlemen, I'm sure, had a little twinkle in your eye yesterday as Patrick Mahomes.
I think Skraby had a twinkle. I tried to clear that up on our emails last night by saying I found no joy in him, getting hurt. My only thing was that, he was whining, they were whining, and I don't want to hear it, man. The Chiefs have won for 10 straight years, so welcome to the rest of the world with us. That's all.
Yeah,
that was my only critique of it.
I just want to let everybody know, if you didn't know already, he tears his knee up in the 9th year of his career, as did Tom Brady, who proceeded to come back and wreak all havoc.
Oh, yes. The headline in the San Diego Union Tribune today could not have been worse. Sorry to whoever wrote it out there. But it basically said Chargers beat Chiefs, end their dominance of the NFL.
Oh,
no, they ended it for this season. It's not true.
I'm very scared of what happens next year.
That's what I just said. So don't tell me that their dominance is over. It's over for now.
They will retool for sure.
Yes.
Oh, are you kidding me? We're going to play in the Big Five. I don't know if this was coaching or if Chris Jones just isn't paying attention to what's going on around, but he didn't even know they were eliminated from the playoffs until the media told him after the game.
Yeah, but there's so many tiebreakers now at work.
And I'm not saying that he's an idiot or anything like that.
It sounds like you're saying he
sound
should
like
be
you're
punished.
Here's where I go. I don't want Patrick Mahomes to get hurt. The NFL's better with Patrick Mahomes playing. Do I love that the Chiefs are not going to be seen after Week 18? 1,000,000%. I don't have to see that stupid red. I don't have to hear that stupid tomahawk chop thing that apparently Chiefs fans are the only people in the country that can do that now.
Braves fans too.
Oh, dang it. I'm so happy, but the media is acting like this is the biggest loss for the NFL, that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are not going to be in the playoffs. Let someone else forge their own
I
path.
think, listen, they were already heading in that direction with
Pretty
a healthy,
much, yeah.
with a
Even if they
healthy
win that
Patrick
game
Ewing.
yesterday, they're
They
not
needed
going to make
so much
it.
help. Yeah,
So
it was a tough day in NFL, I thought, but some teams, Cowboys doing what the Cowboys do.
yeah, welcome back, Cowboys.
Come on back to
we
planet Earth.
started to believe for a half a second, but no, you guys.
I still think they have more
thrown it
wins
all
than
away.
I thought they were going to have this year.
I know, but Cowboy fans.
But they thought 2 weeks ago they were going to the
thinking
Super Bowl. Yeah, they're not
definitely thinking
going
Super
there.
Bowl.
Yeah, Dave Marcus, stop smoking.
Sorry, Dave.
Well,
Have at it, buddy.
No,
But
Dave-
okay, now get to your two.
yeah, I do.
awards.
I wanted to start with something good today. The Padre thing is what everybody wants us to talk about, and we will. And I know that you want us to have insight into who's going to be traded and what and why and how, but I don't think anyone actually has insight into that. But I wanted to congratulate 2 San Diego State athletes to start the show today. One is Chris Johnson. The cornerback who was on our show a few weeks ago, named today second team All-American by Associated Press. That is a big honor. When you're talking how many teams are in the country, 130 Division I schools, and to be second team, I'll tell you what, I think he could have easily been first team.
For sure.
I'm not going to, knock the 2 players who beat him out for the award. I just want to congratulate him. What a year he had. And don't forget that the one game that this defense got obliterated in,
He wasn't in. Right?
Hawaii, he didn't play.
Yeah.
So that was a big factor on the Aztecs, not being able to get, maybe that conference championship. But what a year Chris Johnson had. He was the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year. The only other 3 Aztecs who've ever won that are Kirk Morrison, pretty good
My
NFL
guy.
career.
Yep.
DeMonte Casey, still playing in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken, or pretty close to it.
I think he was with the Rams or the Falcons the last time.
Well,
I
he's
saw
been
him.
he's done his thing, and then Cam Thomas, who had I think a look-see with the Giants. Anyway, Chris Johnson has a bright future, and congratulations. That is a great thing to see him win that. On a bit of a lesser level, but since she's one of our gals, she's come in studio a couple of times. Nat Martinez
Oh yeah.
of the
that's right.
Aztecs was the player of the week this week in the Mountain West Conference. Had the big 22-point game, 6 threes in their win at Kansas State last week. Well-deserved for her. And we always like when the athletes who are good to us do things, Tony. And so I want to congratulate both of them today.
Yeah. Kudos to both.
Yeah.
Martinez and Johnson. They both, especially Chris, had a phenomenal season.
What a year.
See what happens moving forward, and then
He's going to get drafted
Yeah.
somewhere and have his chance. And if everything he told us holds up, I think he's going to do quite well. The thing I remember him telling us in our interview, when I asked him, how do you know where the receivers are going to go? And he said, because I studied the film before the game.
Yeah,
I know where they're going to go before they know where they're going to go.
he got the answers.
That's what
to
you
the
want to
test.
hear.
Yeah,
That's what you want to hear from a cornerback. And for all the young ladies out there who play sports and, aspire to play sports, and parents who have young ladies, whether that's soccer or basketball or softball, Nat Martinez is a player that you can look up to, but you can't look up to her. She's only 5'7", if that,
Hey,
Tony,
Nat-
because you've seen her in here. But she gets the absolute most out of what God gave her. And that is the thing that is impressive about that young lady.
She had such a seriousness to her when she was talking specifically about her off season,
Right?
that it was hard not to notice that she felt pretty confident going into the season.
Oh, she
And-
can't shake her confidence.
and her play has kind of highlighted the work
She
she's
shot
put
about
in.
28% the first 5 games. I knew that wasn't going to hold up.
No.
Because she's just too good. But the thing that I like and you like, and we talk about it, certain athletes are given certain gifts. Nat was given, some gifts, but physically she doesn't match up with a lot of these players, but she outworks them and outbelieves them.
Yeah.
And-
That's the
and
big,
I
that's
think
the
that-
big part for her.
I think that's a big thing to pass along to other young ladies out there. Do the most with what you have. Don't wish for something you don't have. Make it work. And she's a good example of that. All right. So Skraby and I and you, we have a good overtime today. Skraby will put it up around 4:00. And it has to do with journalism and sports journalism and whether it's where it should be why it's how it is now. And I think it's very timely because when we come back after this segment, we're going to get in a little deeper to what all the rumors are swirling around the Padres right now, Tony. I can't really even keep them all straight. And every single rumor comes with the caveat,
right?
We don't know if it's really going to happen.
Right. And that's why it gets tiresome talking about these rumors because you actually can't say one way or another, right? It's just fantasy baseball until it actually happens. But I will say this. We've heard this same drum beat here now for it feels like about a week, maybe a little bit more in terms of the Mets, Padres, maybe being dance partners. But listen, we're going to have to find out at some point. It's either going to be true or not.
Skraby, you have anything on this?
Skraby,
I know you're talking to your sources out there.
You look like you had something to say.
He's talking to his Skraby sources.
I think it's okay to have these conversations in a fun way.
I don't know that we said it wasn't.
No, I'm not saying you guys said it, but like these things can't be taken seriously. I cannot take any of these seriously. First off, the guy who tweeted the rumors that have made the rounds today, Mark C. Healy. He is the editor-in-chief, or he's the founder and author of Gotham Baseball. I don't know that he has the background to be able to break this stuff, but we'll reveal that on the other side.
This does go right into what
and that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. And if you're just tuning in and you're going, what? Who's the rumors? What? We'll tell you what they all are. We don't have time to get into all of them right now, but suffice to say that if you like a Padre player right now, he's being rumored to be traded to the Mets. So we'll discuss what that's all about. We'll get into the show. NFL, we got the good, the bad, and the ugly a little bit later on, of course, to wrap up week 15 and all the rest of it. So welcome to it. Gwynn and Chris and Tony and Skraby, our final week of 2025.
Wow.
Better make it a good one, Skraby. A 97.3.
Why are you singling me out?
Well, because I know we're going to be good.
I
need you to step up.
That's right, buddy.
Okay.
I need you to step up.
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you after a quick timeout.
Sprouts Farmers.
2:18 on the clock. Last week, you know what, dude? What's up with your holiday music, man? This is the last week we're here. Usually you have like you're all gung ho about the holiday season. You got the music rolling in. We coming in and at a break.
Yes, but we found out on our overtime segment that he's not feeling cheery.
Yes.
Today.
Also on the overtime segment today, it was a deep segment today. I mean, we kind of hit some tough spots today.
Yeah.
What was it? Investigative journalism.
Yes.
And gift giving, if you will, or lack thereof.
The tragedies that happened to me this morning.
Suffice to say, if you out there are a big fan of Skraby and the Skraby show and the Chronicles and everything Skraby, and you think that it might be kind of nice around the holidays to, drop a little gift in his direction, don't expect one in return.
Straight up. Fair.
Straight up.
Fair.
You're not getting anything.
That'll be up there.
Don't try to guilt give Skraby. It'll backfire in your face.
I'm not going to work.
My presence is a present.
This man is such a Grinch, apparently, that he not only doesn't like giving gifts, but he doesn't even like getting them.
I don't. It's very awkward to get a gift, to receive a gift.
That is the Grinch.
Especially all the Tommy Bahama shirts my mom has given me in my life for Christmas.
Tommy Bahama.
Mom, I hope you're listening.
How
I've never worn them. That should tell you something.
When I was in high school, Tommy Bahama was what Scouts wore. And so, you could always tell who the Scouts were in the stands because they all had Tommy Bahama shirts on at some point. So you could always pick them out. So it's funny that your mom is getting you is ingrained in my mind as a Scout attire, but
I mean, they're Tommy Bahama is very nice clothing.
Yeah, right.
I just am not.
That's your style.
I'm not a floral pattern type of guy. I'm not.
Lots of floral patterns.
I'm not.
Tommy Bahama. All right. Let's get to what I know our listeners really want to get to, which is the very loud rumor of the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres somehow shaking hands on the deal.
There are so many rumors out there that I'm starting to worry about you and Jesse being offered in some exchange for Gary Cohen and
God,
friends.
I hope not.
Yeah.
No disrespect
Please don't
to
do
the New
that.
York market.
Don't agree to that, Tony.
I don't, I like, this is my home.
Yeah, let's stay here on that.
But apparently the Mets, who are catching a lot of heat from their own fan base for the amount of stars that have walked away, are guys that they love. Remember, Brandon Nimmo is gone. Pete Alonso gone. Diaz.
And Diaz said
gone.
He was mad that they signed Devin Williams.
Yeah, he didn't take too kindly to that. They went and got a guy who maybe would most likely have been the eighth inning guy had he been able to return. Instead, their closer took offense to it and said, I'm out. I'm going west. But nonetheless, they're catching heat in New York. Obviously, the Padres have some needs that they have to address. How can they get those needs attacked? We don't know in terms of money, what they're able to spend, what they're not able to spend under the circumstances that kind of stand before them. And so this, to me, this rumor, which is not just a rumor at this point. I mean, a lot of different people are talking about now, whether the actual mechanism of the deal getting done is happening, that's a whole nother story. But there's no doubt, I think, that the two teams are talking.
Certainly they're talking. Even Ken Rosenthal has decided that his initial rumor that Fernando was being traded is wrong, but he's now on to the next round of rumors that he's creating. So, I
don't even think he's creating these.
But I'm saying that he at least had to check himself and say, oh, my Fernando wasn't right, but I'm going to be right about this one.
Did
Dennis
the
Lynn
GM
is also
saying he's untouchable changed Ken
that-
Rosenthal's
He
tune?
said it before that.
that definitely has changed at least the idea, because it is not being discussed. Who is not being discussed is Fernando Tatis Jr. And Francisco Lindor. This is not a deal of that. And according to the Athletic article, neither is Jay Cronenworth, not a part of this conversation.
There's one name I was very shocked by.
However, The names that are being discussed: one Nick Pivetta, one Ramon Laureano,
That's the one.
one Mason Miller, one Adrian Morejon, and one Jeremiah Estrada.
Yeah.
San Diego, in turn, is asking the Mets about their young major leaguers. I think that's Beatty, the young third baseman. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Vientos. I don't know that the Padres need to address the catching. Remember, they also have another young third baseman in that Mets organization. Now, I'm not saying third baseman to replace Manny. You can certainly move guys where you need to move them. However, I shouldn't say now, however, but that is kind of the terms in which are being discussed at this point. No deal, according to the Athletic article, appears to be close. However, Mark C. Healy, who I believe Skraby was talking about,
whoever he might be.
Okay, can I get
at 10:20
Stratomatic baseball fan Mark C. Healy
at 10:22 a.m. December 15th. That's today, ladies and gentlemen. There seems to be a lot of buzz that the Mets Padres talk could be coming to a close, perhaps even a deal later today. I don't know any details.
There.
I'd keep an eye on Jeff Passan for the next few hours. Here, and then he came back with another one to clarify, because I think he might have realized maybe I stepped out there too far. He says, let me clarify this even more than I thought I did. The talks are rumored to be coming to a close, perhaps even a trade later today. There could be no deal.
That's not clarification. That's just repeating what you said in the first
Please
tweet.
understand.
He added the part where he said there could be no deal when it's all said.
There's a couple of things that are bothering me, Tony, right off the top, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Good Mood over there for his thoughts. But first of all, I don't really want to trade any of the players that the Padres are rumored to be trading.
Me neither.
Especially Laureano, who is pretty affordable, especially Estrada, who has an incredible upside, Morejon, Mason Miller. I don't want any of those five guys gone. Secondly, I don't want them gone in exchange for a name that I haven't even heard yet that makes me excited. Mark Vientos does not move the needle for me, especially if you look at the kind of season he had last year. He was terrible. But to me, if you're going to report a possible trade, don't you have to at least match up the trade?
Nah, well,
the Padres are rumored to be giving 5 All-Stars. The Mets are bringing what? Mark Vientos?
Okay, well,
that doesn't match up.
I think these names are being discussed. I don't think all of them will be in a deal.
These are the names that are coming
the part
to
that
light.
scares me.
Okay.
If indeed these names are being discussed, and I don't think any deal will happen in which all of these guys will go one way and a bunch of prospects. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. But what scares me, that if this is indeed true, to me, that would signal that maybe money is tied up.
We are going in a different direction
in terms of being able to sign, right? Because why else would you be thinking about moving these guys unless the only way to fill the open spots that you clearly have is to take from your strength and try to bring in some younger, less expensive pieces, because you don't have the money to go out on the free agent market and sign.
I get that, but Laureano's name doesn't make a lot of sense here, does it? He's pretty affordable right now.
It does in terms of being able to get back what you want to get back from.
Because his contract and his price is like
so you could extract something.
You can extract in the same way you, by even entertaining giving up Mason Miller or Nick Pivetta, you would be trying to use them to extract the exact pieces that you want. And you're using a guy like Ramon Laureano, in his case, because he's affordable, because he's super productive.
The name of Met that's going to be exciting to the Padre fan base. You've got to be careful there, because the only ones I know of are Alonso and Nimmo, and they're gone. And Diaz is gone.
And Lindor's not being talked about.
And Lindor's not. And Soto, we've gone that route already. I don't know anyone they're going to be able to get that.
I heard David Peterson is being
all-star.
But why?
Pitching fills that need.
I know who he is, but he's not better than Pivetta.
I'm not saying Pivetta that could be a different trade. I mean, we say all this to say
I think none of these guys will be, when they say Pivetta's being discussed, when they say Mason Miller is being discussed, when they say Adrian Morejon's being discussed, or Estrada, I think all of those guys are 1, maybe 2 for a boatload is what I think it would be. Not all 5 or all 4.
Yeah, that would
in
be
any case.
That would be crazy. Let me just go to Mark C. Healy, and I don't want to like make it seem
Going
like,
back to Mark, huh?
and we're going a little bit extra
get him on the
time
show. We
here.
got a little time. Call him. See if we can get him.
I'm
on.
sure he's available.
He's probably in the middle of a Stratomatic game right now.
Chris is locked into the Stratomatic, which you love Stratomatic.
I do.
I went to go research because this is what I have to do now to see who's giving these rumors. And Mark Healy, he has a past in baseball. It looks like he's definitely involved in baseball, but I don't see anything that leads me to believe he has a direct link to newsmakers within the Mets organization. And then in his tweets, he says, I don't know any details. I keep an eye on Jeff Passan. So he's basically trying to put this bait out there.
I think he's
and then say,
I think he's hedging. Is what he's doing. Right
go
there.
to
He's
Jeff Passan because he'll break the news before I
He's
do.
like, I think I got something, but I'm not willing to go all the way out there. So pay attention to
but
Jeff
I may
Passan.
not have something.
But this is where I don't understand why we give and we're talking about it on the show because.
And if you look at MLB.com right now, they keep showing highlights of Mason Miller and Laureano and Pavetta. It's making the rounds.
Well,
clearly.
MLB Network, their whole thing this offseason, I swear, is to break down the Padres and get them to trade everyone because that's every one of their conversations.
I think they're talking about this though because of the same look. It's literally the exact same
There's
thing.
our guy John Heyman, our old friend,
and so it's not just a rumor at this point. They're clearly
inquiring, yes,
right? But we don't know who and what for at this point. But I guarantee you, if Mason Miller's involved in the conversation, there is a ton that is being put on the table, and it's not just going to be prospects. There's going to be some major league talent that would be a part of anything that his name is involved.
And I know this isn't how you build a baseball team, but I really want the Padres to keep these new guys they acquire. I want them to be on the team.
There's a boatload of ways to build a team. We've seen that, and
AJ always does things that we never see coming. That's why all the rumors also kind of are like, how can we believe this?
Because you have a little faith in the Church of AJ because of what he's done. But I'm going to tell you that to me, and I don't have, if I'd have to go through every trade ever made, but it seems like every time you trade a great player for a bunch of okay ones, the team that gets the great player wins. And I just don't want that. So I know what you said, Tony. If Mason Miller's going, we're going to get a boatload back. But will the sum of those add up to Mason Miller? It very rarely seems to.
Can be answered over time.
That's right.
But you are 100% correct. We've talked about it a billion times.
Yeah.
Dudes are dudes.
Yeah,
prospects are prospects.
Yeah.
And until the deal comes where the prospects all blossom and turn into dudes, that's going to continue to be the
last thing before we go to break. I'm seeing on the chat, it's because the team is for sale. I understand that, but don't choose the cheapest guy on the team to trade to save money. Mason Miller makes $700,000 and something thousand.
It's not just about money though. It's talent.
No, I get no. What I'm saying is that like if they're saying they want to trade Mason Miller because it would help the team in payroll, it doesn't. It would actually.
They're not
cost
saying
them.
that. They're saying they are trying to fill pieces that are open spots right now.
I can't wait for this week to be over. I'm so angry at this stuff.
Let's go to break. We're going to Chris.
Big Five on the other side. Darvish had a big announcement.
Oh, Big Five's back at 240.
Yes, it's a normal Monday.
Ben and
hour from right now, 3:35, we'll announce today's biggest fan. That winner will get a chance to qualify for a night in the Odyssey Suite at a future Padres game with all of the fan staff, catered by our friends at Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Register your name, if you haven't already, at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. Your name might be called. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby, Padre rumors flying all over the place. I'll predict right now that none of those trades happen. And I'll be wrong, but I think that's closer to the truth.
That none of those trades happen.
That none of them happen. Adolis Garcia going to the Phillies, Josh Bell going to the Twins, Matt Skraby going to the Big Five.
Let's get into it. But first, actually,
Philly's having themselves a nice little offseason so far.
Yes, they are.
By the way, there's the fact they get Adolis Garcia. Does that take Tucker out of play for them, or do they stay in the Tucker hunt?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could put him at center. But I don't think there's nowhere else to put him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. I just wanted to say real quick, one of our great listeners, Maria, her father is having surgery this week, so let's put some good thoughts out there for her dad. So
prayers up for Maria's
best of luck
father.
there.
We're thinking of you, Maria.
Yeah.
All right. What?
Anybody having surgery on anything,
Yes.
as they say, Tony, what is it? Serious surgery is the one that only happens to somebody else. Or easy surgery is the one that happens to somebody else. Yeah, there's no
100%.
such thing.
Yeah. My shoulder
They're
surgery
all-
was much easier than this surgery, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Number 5.
We're going to be talking about in the Big Five, Yu Darvish in just a second, but we're also going to be talking about the Heisman Trophy ceremony fallout from over the weekend. And then Chris Jones of the Chiefs, I don't know that he knew what his team's record was, so we'll get into that when we get into that. But first, Padres.
We'll get into that when we get into that.
Padres starting pitcher Yu Darvish is fresh off UCL surgery. He says he isn't sure when or if he'll be back on a major league mound, quote, through his translator Shingo. Quote, I'm not necessarily thinking about really pitching as I go through this rehab process right now. I don't have that in my mind. I'm just trying to rehab my arm right now. And if I get the urge to come back, if I feel that I could stand on the mound and come back, then I will go for that. But I'll just leave it there for now. That was through the San Diego Union Tribune. So, Chris, you're up first. If Yu Darvish retires this offseason, money goes back on the books. But I'm not going to ask that because we don't think that's going to happen. Do you think Yu Darvish throws another major league pitch?
I do. I think Yu Darvish is a gamer. So I think he's going to battle back. And what's he going to be, 41, 2 at the end of that?
But yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think he will. But he's certainly going to at least attempt to come back because, as you just said, you throw all the money away and say he's calling it a game right now, right?
Yeah, that would be
silly.
Short-sighted, I think, of him.
Well, we don't know. It's hard to know Yu Darvish. Tony, I don't know. Let me ask you this. How many conversations have you had with Yu Darvish in all of the travels you guys have done?
Like real conversations?
Maybe beyond, hey, how are you?
Maybe like 3.
3. That's even, honestly, 3 more than I would expect.
That may be on
not
me,
that
though.
he's not that he doesn't seem like a nice guy. It
that
just
might be
doesn't
on
seem
me.
like, he's kind
Also,
of.
there's a language barrier there.
No, I don't
totally
think there
different.
is. I don't think there is.
Oh.
I think if I wanted to, if I approached you for a conversation, he'd have the conversation.
He'd go,
with me,
gotcha.
and he'd have it.
Okay.
But
But
I've
I'm
only
a-
had 3.
I'm a Yu Darvish fan. I think he'd like to come back and give it another shot. So I'm going to predict yes.
All right. Tony, do you think Yu Darvish pitches again at the major league level?
I mean, I'll never say never, but I say it's unlikely. Another third Tommy John surgery?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that he comes back even to what he was, but you never know. Medicine is crazy nowadays. He very well could, but my gut says no. We won't see him pitching.
I have a quick question on that too, Tony. Maybe you know, Dr. Gwynn.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dr. Gwynn.
Dr. Gwynn, medicine woman.
I'm asking
remember
Dr.
that?
Gwynn a question here. If he doesn't want to pitch again, could he just say, then I don't need the surgery? Or is he
He's already got
in
the
enough?
surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
well,
already
then he
had
might
it.
as well come back.
He's already
He might as well come back.
And at this point, you know, if he had to retire due to injury, I mean, his contract is still.
Oh, I thought he had
guaranteed.
to give that up.
No, he got injured playing, and his retirement could be because of the injury.
So that money doesn't come off
It's
the
not
books.
just like it's not the same as him being healthy and being like,
I'm
I
done.
don't want to play.
So either way, he should probably try to make a comeback for himself in his contract.
I don't know, man. 3 surgeries. The contract is the contract. It's going to him.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize the money would not come off the books because I thought when he retired it would be his thing. But you're right; it's because of an injury he's retiring.
See,
All right, we'll see.
Number 4.
I feel bad for this next guy we're talking about, Steve Wilkes. I do. Jets head coach Aaron Glenn initially supported him after Sunday's 48-20 loss to the Jaguars, stating he wanted Wilkes to run the system. However, this morning, he announced the Jets have relieved Wilkes of his duties for the final 3 games. Defensive backs coach, pass game coordinator Chris Harris will take over as interim coordinator and defensive play caller.
oh, that's nice.
The move follows the Jets ranking 30th in points allowed and the Jaguars scoring on 8 of their first 9 possessions Sunday. Steve Wilkes, though, he has been fired or not retained on staff 4 times in his recent NFL career. He was a one-and-done coach with the Arizona Cardinals. He took over as an interim coach for the Panthers, was not selected for that job, even though people thought he should have been selected for it. 49ers fired him, and now the Jets have fired him after not even 1 year. Tony, is he a bad coach or a scapegoat?
How about that question?
Leading the witness, I know.
Come on, Dr. Gwynn.
I'm not sure. It does smell like Woody Johnson is what it smells like.
Yes, it does.
Like, there's nothing in what we've seen from Aaron Glenn to this point that would tell me that he would say one thing one day and do something completely opposite when it comes to this, unless he was told it's either you or him.
Yeah.
And it would fit with what we know about the Jets and their organization fluidity.
Excuse me, did the Jets trade away Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams, 2 of the best players in all of football?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
So
What do they expect?
I
then
don't know if Steve.
when they play
I
the
don't know.
Jags, right?
I don't know if Steve Wilkes is a bad coach or a scapegoat. Well, I do know he's a scapegoat in this one. I don't know whether he can coach or not.
Chris.
Yeah, I
Do you
can't
think he's
answer
a-
your question, but I'm going to answer.
No. The question is
Oh,
he
sorry.
a bad
Yeah, I know.
coach or a scapegoat?
I know.
That is the
Okay,
question at
all right.
hand.
Well, I'm going to say neither. I'm going to say that he's really, really good at doing interviews because he
That's
is
even more messed up.
He is convinced the Jets, Charlotte, 49ers, Panthers, Missouri, Cleveland Browns, Cardinals, Panthers again, Chargers, Bears, University of Washington, Notre Dame, Bowling Green, East Tennessee State, Appalachian
I mean,
State,
that's
Illinois State.
You're going back to the beginning.
I'm going back to 20 years. He's been hired by 20 different teams. He must be really good in the room when they bring him in.
I don't
He's
know
had
that
some
you get a
top
job
defenses.
because of
He's
that.
had some top defenses in some of
That's
He's
them.
had
why
a
he got
couple
the
of good
Arizona
defenses.
Cardinals job.
But
because
when he was the
one of the better
49er
ones.
D coordinator, they're in the Super Bowl, and you still didn't like him.
I never said anything about him.
No,
No,
sure
you
you
guys
did.
asked me. You guys
Pretty
asked me
sure you
after
did.
because Kyle Shanahan fired him, and you guys asked me, "Is he a scapegoat?" And I said, "Yes, he's the scapegoat."
I don't know. It's
Right, it
hard.
was your boy Shanahan that didn't like it.
Yeah, Shanahan hasn't
I
been
would,
able to
I would
find
look
one.
at this resume, though, if I were the next team, and I might go in a different direction.
I don't disagree with that.
So
I think he's going. I mean, college. There's a good college program out there. He could be a head coach.
Well,
of,
everywhere
right?
he's gone in college, he's left immediately and gone right back to the pros. That's where
So
the
he wants
money's
to be.
at.
He wants to be an NFL. Sounds like.
All right.
Number 3.
Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy over the weekend. But runner-up, Diego Pavia, is that his last name? Pavia?
The Vanderbilt quarterback.
Yes, he did not take it well, everybody. He sent an Instagram story after the event saying, quote, bleep all the voters, although he didn't say bleep.
All of the voters, too. How about the ones that even actually voted for him?
No, it said,
There's a few that voted for him.
bleep all the voters, ... but family for life. Which, by the way, in that picture, he is the shortest one in the picture by a lot. Which I'm reading is one of the whole things is that they don't think that he's actually 6 feet tall. Anyway, back to Diego. He was also caught next to a sign that night trashing Indiana and Fernando Mendoza. He gave the camera a nice little bird, so that's all over the internet as well. But he apparently woke up the next morning and remembered what he did because he said, quote, I didn't handle those emotions well at all and did not represent myself the way I wanted to. I have much love and respect for the Heisman voters in the selection process, and I apologize for being disrespectful. It was a mistake, and I am sorry. ChatGPT wrote that. This is the same guy who said he didn't want his confidence to be mistaken with arrogance. The same guy who was seen practicing kneel-down celebrations before a game against Alabama. So, my question is...
Practicing the kneel down, huh?
I saw video evidence. He does the kneel down, he throws it in the air, and he gives his center a high five right before the game. So, and they did not win that game. My question to you, Chris, is damage already done with Diego?
No.
This
Big mistake.
is weird, though.
Yeah, big mistake, but I'm going to chalk it up to youth and a little arrogance and maybe time for him to, look himself in the mirror and realize he's got to make a couple of little changes in the way he goes about being confident. If I were going to draft him, I would make sure that those things are discussed. But I'm going to just say that, what is he, 20, 21?
I think he's 24 or 23, 24.
Still doesn't have all the answers. I think he's got a chance to be a better quarterback than Fernando Mendoza personally. I'm not sold on Mendoza.
About?
I'm not sold on him.
At least Fernando Mendoza beat Ohio State and won the Big Ten. What did Diego Pavia do?
Get your feelings out of this, Skraby.
I'm over Diego.
Get your feelings out.
I don't know.
of
He
this.
was 6-2 in the SEC. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's
with
great.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
Well, name the last quarterback that won a game at Vanderbilt. Jay Cutler would be the name, and that's a long time ago.
No, there's been some other ones.
No, there has not.
That won a game. I will look back to last year.
Wow.
Tony, is damage already done with him?
No, damage not done. He's, as Chris said, this is a young, stupid, bonehead mistake. And he was in his feelings, obviously, because he lost. And he took it out. And although you'd like to see him not be so dumb, sometimes youth allows for that space for you to be dumb. And so I think he'll learn from it. Hopefully he learns from it. If we're having this same conversation like on draft night or...
Yeah, he's got one more shot. If he blows another one, then it's going to be...
Assuming he's a draft prospect. We'll see.
I mean...
Like if he gets drafted 10th and there's 4 guys ahead of him and he says they all suck and you guys are all stupid, we might start.
We won't look at that the
different.
same way we looked at Josh Rosen when he said it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a little different after this, something like this.
I didn't realize that Diego Pavia has been to. He was the New Mexico Military Institute to New Mexico State to Vanderbilt.
Eric Crouch, Jason White, Troy Smith. Have you heard any of those guys?
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza. Heisman Trophy winners.
Chris knows that the Dolphins are going to draft him.
Yes, I'm pretty scared of that, actually.
I actually think Fernando Mendoza is a good quarterback.
He's good. Okay.
Did you see some of the throws he made against Ohio State?
Made some good ones. He also took a hit on the chin, which I was impressed with, but he's not my guy.
All right. That's fine if you say it, but don't put Diego Pavia.
I like
Stop being a hater, man.
Pavia, man.
I'm
I
over
like
Pavia.
the way he's a
You
gamer,
just
man.
don't like Pavia because he's at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I like
and he's
Pavia.
a little arrogant.
He's a
A
gamer.
little.
A lot.
You mean kneel downs before the game is
don't
not
hate that.
is a little
I think
arrogant?
that's a pretty good idea.
That's really getting
I
under
think
your
more
skin.
other people are going to try that.
He's gonna be 24 in February. Grow up, bro.
Interesting.
Number 2.
Chiefs star Chris Jones was made aware the Chiefs missed the playoffs yesterday by the media. Here is his reaction after the game yesterday.
Still have a fighting chance. Are we out of the playoffs? We are. Okay.
All right. I heard him.
He's just looking around like, okay, we're out of the playoffs. So after this last one, I don't know how to ask this. I'm not gonna put this on Chris Jones.
No. Ask your original question.
I'm not gonna
please.
put this on Chris Jones.
Why not? That's what you wanted to do. That's why you
Because-
put it in there. Ask your original question.
Tony, are you doing your job if you don't know the situation you're in? Why is that so funny?
Because it's such a Skraby question.
If the Padres had a playoff game and I'm on the radio being
First of all,
well, hopefully they make the playoffs.
No,
and
that's
if you're
not
on
what
the
happened.
radio, you should know.
exactly. I think the thing that's important is that he went out there and played as if he did. It was the slate was clean.
That's right.
He went out there and just
Okay.
played hard. I'm not mad that he didn't know that they were eliminated.
Do you know how many things?
I think clearly he had an inkling, which is why he said,
Yes.
"Are we eliminated?"
Right.
Are
Do
we
you know
still
how
in
many
it?
things had to happen yesterday, all within a span of like 5 minutes for them to be eliminated? Like the Bills had to win, the Texans had to win, somebody else had to win, they had to lose, and I think somebody else had to lose, and it all happened.
This is such
And by
a
the time he
Skraby
got to the
No.
locker room, there's no way he had the entire scoreboard
on,
in front of
Bob.
him.
This is such a
I
Skraby question.
think before you go into the coaching staff at some point has to be like,
Skraby.
we didn't get it done, guys. We missed the
Great.
playoffs.
They were going into that game not only needing to win, but as Chris just said, a bunch of other things needed to happen. So maybe there was a chance in his mind, well, even though we lost, maybe all those other things happened that
Kept
keeps
us
us in it.
alive. Yeah.
But he clearly knew they were on the cusp. That's why he asked.
I'm pretty sure every Dolphin tonight will know that if they lose, they're out because it's cut and dry. Like 6 other things don't have to happen.
Can't believe
But
Chris is a Chiefs apologist all of a sudden.
Yes, I am on this one. And I agree with Tony. He just went out there and balled. Let the playoff picture sort itself out.
100%.
Dylan Raiola from Nebraska, he has put himself, apparently he's transferring. We got 30 seconds. Here's his latest.
No, why don't we just can we keep it on the side?
There's no real question, but yes, now we have to because
Boom.
I can't get through the number
Boom.
of schools he's been to
Boom.
since 2021 without needing at least 10 minutes.
Funny guy.
I am in a bad mood today.
Yes,
break.
you are.
To break we go.
Yes, you are.
Almost had a alien voice take over there for a second.
I listened to that clip 100,000 times over the weekend. It's amazing.
All right, we have a quick finishing up of our Big Five, and then we'll try to get to Daily Gambit. All right.
Yeah.
Greg,
So Dylan Raiola was the quarterback for Nebraska last year, but here's his path to the next school that he's going to play at. 2021, he played for Burleson High School in Texas. 2021 and 2022, apparently he played for Chandler High School. He commits to Ohio State in 2022. He also decommits from Ohio State in that year. He went and played at Pinnacle High School in Arizona in 2023. Then he committed to Georgia in 2023. Then he moved to Georgia and went to Buford High School. And then he decommitted from Georgia in 2023. He signed with Nebraska in 2023. Big year for him. 2024 and this season here, he was at Nebraska. Now 2025 enters the transfer portal. My question to you guys is, and Tony, Chris is up first. Is this okay?
Is it in the rules? Of course.
I'm not
it's
saying okay as in is it okay in the
It's
rules.
not what I would recommend.
Is this teaching someone to face some challenges? Or is
I
this
don't know.
teaching
I
someone
mean,
to go places?
to try to chase something and the grass is always greener?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll learn. Like a lot of people learn who, move around to try to find something and realize that no matter where they go, they themselves are still there. Happiness normally comes from inside, not where you're at, but he'll figure that out, hopefully. Number two, as long as Notre Dame can teach us all that as soon as the going gets tough, you quit. What do you expect the kids to think?
That is a problem.
Yeah.
That is a problem. Tony,
I
if this was your kid, would you? I guess I'm changing the question.
no, honestly, to answer that question, it depends. I think at a school like Nebraska, which is already, among the blue chip schools,
they got legacy.
They got it's. If I'm not mistaken, his family has been part of the same school. If I'm not mistaken, pretty sure, because this is the kid that idolizes Patrick Mahomes. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Does everything
like him. So I'm pretty sure his family is connected to the school as well. If it were my kid at a school like this, I would encourage them to try to fight through whatever it is that they're dealing with. If they go through another season and it's not as they still aren't enjoying themselves. Okay, then now you kind of look into it. You've given it an opportunity. But in today's day and age, we shouldn't be surprised that a kid is. I would bet that a lot of kids in college right now have been to multiple high schools and have kind of had that especially the blue chip student athletes. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Their resumes often look like this. You hope that you get to a college and you're picking a college that you want to go to and that you're going to enjoy. But we know with NIL, all of that is kind of tagged to it. And, I don't know what the answer is for the young people out there right now.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome, Skraby.
All right, Scrape. Let's hop right into Daily Gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo!
If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. I'm not going to lie. I am scrambling to get the scores of the games because I forgot to do it. So,
Well, you didn't win any this weekend anyway, so you probably would rather not do it.
Well, I don't do it just for me, Chris.
I'm trying to help you.
I
here.
do it
You're
for
in
the
a bad
people.
mood.
I'm not
I
in a
want you to
bad
be
mood.
in a worse mood.
I'm not in a bad mood about this. This was my fault. Let's see. Did Cade Cunningham have a big game on Friday night?
Not big enough.
15 points, not big enough at all. The CMC, okay.
Oh, you didn't.
I'll tell you the results.
I told you, I
Scraby.
forgot.
I'll tell you the results. Just
We're
go
almost
through the
done.
bets.
Okay. Navy minus 6.5.
Go ahead, Chris. Take over the segment.
Navy
Against
one
Army.
by one. Army is the winning
Wait, hold
side.
on. I got that one. At
Oh,
least.
you have that one.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one done.
Chris
All
was
right.
the only one who won this one. LA Bowl. Washington minus 10 over Boise State. Thanks, Boise, for showing up. They got beat 38-10, so Washington wins. UConn basketball minus 13.5 against Texas. And Texas ended up winning 71-63.
Not true. UConn won.
Oh, I wrote,
They didn't beat
you're
the
right.
spread.
No, you're right. I wrote the wrong team down.
Yeah, sure you did.
Bulls and the Hornets on Friday night. You guys went with Bulls. I went with Hornets, which was stupid. Bulls were 2.5-point favorites. They won by 3. Thunder minus 8.5 against the Spurs. NBA Cup night. Tony and I went with Spurs. Chris went with Thunder. Spurs ended up winning this
Spurs
one
with a
111.
shocking win.
109.
Right.
Now, Cade Cunningham over under 26.5 points. What do you guys think?
15. He had under.
Okay.
There you go.
Chris is being
I'm trying to help,
I don't need
and
your
you're
help.
still in a bad mood.
I don't need your help because now I might need your help. Christian McCaffrey had 73 plus 14.
He didn't make
it. Puka had a lot. St. Brown had a lot. Who won, Chris?
St. Brown plus 20 was the winning side.
And then Philip Rivers over under 150.5. I know for a fact he had 120 passing yards, which makes me lose again.
Yeah, you lost. You were at 1-8. That's all.
You
we
deserve
need
to
know.
lose.
Yeah, you did.
For what?
You didn't even
Just the
put
mood
none of
that
this
you're
stuff
in.
down.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry that I missed one day out of like 1,000.
Well, at least we do have a good, bad, and ugly today. So things are starting
told
to turn
you,
in our favor.
Producer's choice on that one as well.
I think he's got a little wheel back there, and he spins it. And he goes,
Shall we do
"Should we do
it?
it?"
Last week, again,
Producer's
winter
choice.
meetings, we canceled to talk to Sam Levitt.
Okay.
Well,
whatever.
luckily, when I spun the wheel, it said that I had to have picks for tonight. So I do have them. Steelers minus 3 against the Dolphins. Yes, this is the Dolphin pregame show. If you were wondering, I got to take the Dolphins. Hope and hope and hope. We'll see. Tony?
Steelers.
Steel curtain.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins so that they keep their coach and they make no changes in the offseason.
That's evil. And draft Fernando Mendoza.
Yes. And bring in Lane Kiffin.
Oh, perfect. Steelers, Dolphins, 42.5 points tonight. Tony. Not a lot of
Give
points.
it to me again.
42.5 points. Over, under.
I would say under.
Scrape?
There was a lot of high scores. I'm going to go over.
I'll go under. These two teams can't get out of their own way. Aaron Rodgers, 25-yard favorite over Tua Tagovailoa. Passing yardage, Skraby. Rodgers by 25 here.
Is Jalen Waddle playing tonight?
Yeah. Doesn't mean he'll do anything, but I believe he's playing.
Aaron Rodgers just does not look good passing the ball. I'm going to go with Tua.
Go with Tua. I'll take Tua, but you talk about somebody who doesn't look good passing the ball. Tony, want to go with the old fella or Tua?
Yeah, I'm going with the old fella.
Go with the old fella. All right. Achane, 114.5 yards, rushing, receiving. My wife is crossing her fingers. She needs a big game to advance in the playoffs. So I will say over for her sake. Tony. She's going against Sammy Lev. So if you want to root for Sammy Lev, you should go under.
I'll go over.
Over. Scraby?
I definitely don't want to see Sammy Love in the playoffs. So I'm
Okay.
going to go over.
Go and root for Lori. Waddle minus 8 yards against Metcalf. Tony, this surprises me. I can't
This
believe Waddle's
definitely
favored by
surprises
anybody
me. This surprises me a
in
lot.
receiving yardage, but that's the spread. Tony, your call.
That's a lot, too. I'm going to go, what is it?
DJ gets 8 yards. Or Waddle.
DK.
I'm going DK.
DK, yeah, I said DJ. DK, Scrabe.
I'm going to go DK.
I got to go DK. The Dolphins still don't have a cornerback. They haven't had one all year. Celtics 1.5 over the Pistons. NBA action tonight in Boston. I know the Celtics beat the Pistons earlier, but I know the Pistons have a better record. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scraby.
Pistons. I like the Pistons.
They've been good all year. Boston's playing well. So I'm gonna say Detroit because I don't like Joe Mazzulla. Tony's
favorite
Pistons.
coach.
Pistons there. Norman Powell still hooping it. The old Lincoln kid. 22.5 for the Heat at home tonight against Toronto. Of course Norman makes it over. Why else would I want to bring it up? Tony. 22.5.
Give me an over for Stormin' Norman.
Stormin'.
I'm gonna be a contrarian.
Okay, I know Mrs. Powell listens to the show.
I'm gonna be an over guy.
No, you said under.
Uh-huh.
Ducks at Rangers, Kings at Dallas. Who scores more? I say Ducks tonight. Both teams are on the road. I think the Ducks are a little better offense. Tony doesn't like to bet on the Kings one way or another.
Nope.
It never works.
Ducks, please.
Ducks score more tonight.
I'll be a contrarian.
Kings for you. And since Mason Miller is in the conversation so much today, Wofford, 11.5 over Mason Miller's Gardner Webb college men's basketball.
I was going to say, what sport are you playing?
Darts, Skraby. We got a dart bet tonight.
Wofford was favored by what?
11.5. I've been madly searching the standings here for the last 10 minutes, but I can't find either team. So I don't know what conference they're in or anything about them. But suffice to say, if you want to support Mason Miller, you're going with the Webb. And Skraby's first, but you could take Wofford. Obviously, they must have the better club.
I'll go with the Webb.
Going with GW. I'm going to say GW at home. That's a lot of points. They get pumped up. Maybe Mason Miller's doing the open ceremonial tip tonight. Who knows?
He's tall enough.
Yeah. Tony?
Is it Wofford?
Wofford.
Yeah, give me Wofford.
Going with the Wofforders. Okay.
The Wofforders.
Yeah, I really, I've been looking at up and down the standings the whole time we've been doing this segment. Where are those two teams? I don't know what conference.
Are they D2?
No. Wofford's been in the NCAA tournament many times. They must be here somewhere. I just am not locating them.
Well, it's in South Carolina.
Somebody wants to tell me what conference Gardner Webb is in.
I got nothing for you, dog.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. But somebody listening's like, Chris, you dummy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to try
can't
to figure
find
this
them.
out. Conference.
Driving me crazy.
The Wofford Terriers, by the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, the conference is called SoCon, the Southern Conference.
Found it. I found the Wofford Terriers are 6-4. Gardner Webb. It's not in that conference, so I got to find them somewhere else.
I thought we narrowed it down.
I thought we had it too.
Almost.
Scrapes. Let's go to break, and we can't go to break. We're a minute.
No,
early.
just go.
Tony said to go.
To break, we are going.
So we asked for Christmas. It was the most depressing Christmas song there is.
All I Want for Christmas Is You is depressing?
Well, it's starting out slow.
Very
This is
slow.
Bublé.
Yeah.
You couldn't have gone wrong with Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
Listen,
stick with Mariah there.
You couldn't have
Come on.
gone with Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
man.
this isn't a
I am
Bublé.
so tired of the
you're
Mariah
tired of
Carey.
Christmas, period. Apparently, you didn't have none of the music.
We haven't
popping
even
today.
had Christmas yet, and he's already tired of it. Come on, man.
Man, Michael
The
Bublé.
Grinch. Did you wore the Grinch T-shirt on Friday? Didn't you?
Remember
You
we
wore it
said.
today.
Remember I rated The Grinch as Jim Carrey's third best movie because I said nobody else can play the Grinch.
This
Apparently,
guy.
there is somebody.
This guy's in the flesh
Give him
right
a little
now.
green makeup, and he's ready to go. You even had a tangle up with your dog today that we heard about on the
Yeah.
overtime.
Mhm.
Much like the
know.
Grinch mistreated Max the dog.
Yeah, he did.
I will say this about my treatment of Lucky earlier. I really feel
Despicable.
bad.
Yeah,
I
you
still
should.
feel bad.
You should. When you guys hear it on the OT, make sure you send Skraby all kinds of mean messages.
Right, well, at least cut that segment out and send it to the people at PETA. See how they appreciate the way you're treating your
He
dog.
tripped over the leash. It's not that big
You
of a
tied
deal.
his legs up.
On accident. Lucky,
Well-
I felt so bad that I couldn't leave the house without telling him I was sorry like 100 times. And he looked at me like,
I
jerk.
hope he bites you in your sleep.
he would never.
I know he would.
Do you
but-
know what this morning I woke up? You want to hear something cute?
Oh, now you want to be cute with him. You were wrapping him up with your leash earlier today.
I was in a bad mood this morning, but last night he jumped into the bed, which he's not supposed to do, but he does anyway. And he came and he curled up right next to me, and I woke up with my arm around Lucky.
Oh my gosh.
It was so cute. This guy, so cute.
I was going to ask everybody to listen to the overtime just to hear how mean you are to your dog.
He was
Gwynn-
mean. It doesn't change the fact that
True.
he was mean in the overtime.
By the way, we finally, I said it in the break in case you missed it, but we found Gardner Webb. They're 1-11 and they're not doing well. But there might be something amiss here on the odds because they went from 11.5 point underdog to 10.5
Uh-oh.
just in the last 5 minutes. So look out for that particular situation. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly coming up for week 15 of the NFL. But I don't know that we'll have enough time to do it justice, so I'll throw it out. Phillip Rivers, I thought, was quite amazing yesterday. Maybe it's just because I was trying to root him on, and he's almost my age. But the one thing I noticed, Tony, he couldn't get any zip on the ball. That's for sure. But every pass that I saw him throw was right in the hands of the receiver. His accuracy remains incredible.
One of the best parts about Steven Rivers. Wow. Phillip Rivers.
Who's
What-
Steven?
I don't know.
One of the best parts about Phillip Rivers is that he probably threw the most catchable football in all of the NFL.
Yeah.
And it was no different last night. I mean, yes, he definitely couldn't put anything on
Yeah.
football at all.
Took a
but
little while to get
it
there.
was
but-
always accurate, and it was an always nice pillow for the wide receiver to catch and then take whatever punishment he had coming to him.
He
but-
took a couple of brutal hits.
Yeah, he did.
And he said after the game, I had kind of missed that. And I'm like, okay, you're
That's why I love
certifiably
Phillip.
crazy.
That's why I love Phillip.
You're
I would
certifiably
like to
crazy if
hear-
you missed that.
I would like to hear from Phillip today, though.
He's a little pain
I get
today.
that.
yeah.
I get that you kind of missed the adrenaline flowing,
Yeah,
but I'm
it-
sure as soon as those cameras went off, that adrenaline went away, and 40, how old?
44.
Four
Yeah.
settled in real
Can't
nicely
imagine he
this morning.
tippy-toed out the locker room yesterday.
Tippy, no,
He
definitely didn't
probably
tippy.
was like,
He was
"Ah!"
heavy-footed out of that bad
he,
boy.
he was heavy-footing, but I really enjoyed watching it. It was fun. He almost got the win. Our guy from San Diego, Jason Myers, messed it up for him with a 56-yard field goal. But I don't know, the Skraby, I mean, you're always looking for, kind of a failed experiment. But even you had to think that was actually quite, credible for the Colts. So much so that they've already announced, by the way, he's starting against your Niners next Monday night.
Next Monday night.
Yeah.
I was locked in on this game. I wanted to see Phillip win, not only because it would help the 49ers, but also just because Phillip is Phillip. And when he threw that touchdown, His 44-year-old butt came running down that sideline like he was still 28 years old, fired up.
A little wider than he used to be.
A little bit.
But he definitely got the same type of energy.
I will say this, though. His throwing motion has always looked weird.
That's it.
But
it
he
looked,
definitely looked like he was old man shot putting.
I had grown fond of his arm angle. That wasn't that yesterday. I don't know. Maybe it's going to take some time for him to get that.
Maybe.
And maybe there's not enough time, honestly, to get him back where he was. But it was nice to see him just get through it and not get hurt and
One
actually
touchdown,
look
no
good.
picks.
Yeah.
Well, he had a pick on the last play of the game. He was trying to force one deep down the field, but no turnovers, no mistakes. And he was playing maybe the best, if not, Houston, but one of the best defenses in the league. It wasn't like he had an easy game. I thought they did a good job of play calling around him, put him in good positions, but I was great. And now I'm kind of fired up for Monday night when they play the 49ers next week. The 49ers don't have as good a defense as the Seahawks, and Rivers will have another week to work. Look out, Skrabe.
Oh, yeah. Look out.
Now you're worried about it.
I'm looking at the next-gen stats, and I wanted to see, because air yards is a big thing now.
Okay.
And I wanted to see Phillip Rivers' air yards yesterday, which means completed. This stat is average completed air yards.
Okay. It wasn't very much because
1.1 was his average air
they
yard
threw behind
yesterday.
the line of scrimmage. They threw screens. They threw
which they should have. They leaned on Jonathan Taylor, which was smart.
It was a game plan to not expose Phillip Rivers. And that's the exact type of game plan it should have been.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really good, and I bet you it'll open up a little next week. But my goodness, to not play for 5 years and play that well, that's kind of a bit of an inspiration for all of us
definitely.
old people.
He
Get
said
out
after
there and
the
do
game,
some stuff.
He had a message after the game too, and he said he was very nervous about doing this, obviously, but he thought maybe I could teach some kids either back home who I coach or just anybody that you could try scary things even if you don't succeed, and you're still trying things.
I think the other thing he said was doubt was definitely there for him.
Oh yeah.
And it's about trying to just push through that, and that's what he did, and he did it very successfully.
It's easy to sit on the sidelines. He said it's tough to get up and go do it, and good for him. He sent the right message to everybody in an era where everybody else is sending the wrong message.
There's a growing sentiment that Phillip Rivers is taking the spot of some other quarterback who could have started. I don't think that's true. If a quarterback can play in the NFL, that person will find their way to a lineup.
It doesn't matter. The Colts chose who they chose, and that's it. That's how it always gets done. The team is going to eventually be the one that says, "Hey, we think such and such is going to be this guy we're going to go after," and that's just what it is. I don't think he's taking a spot. The Colts chose him.
Yeah,
he backed them up yesterday. He did not make them look like fools. He certainly didn't. Seahawks did win. We'll have that and the rest of the Week 15 in the NFL, the good, the bad, and the ugly is coming up when we return.
Coming up on Tuesday's show.
Much better. Much better. 3:35 on the clock.
I don't know. I was hoping for Jingle Bell. Jingle. Could you find like a Michael Bublé?
I love Bublé. I don't know what
Depressing
you're
us
talking
through
about.
Jingle Bells.
I love Bublé.
Ruin a good song.
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. All right. You know what time it is? 3:35 on a short show. Congratulations to today's biggest fan, Ron Pillon of San Diego. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes at 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize. 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Honesty Suite at a Padre game with all of the fan staff later this season. Catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. Ron Pillon of San Diego. 833-288-0973. You're on the clock. Let's check some traffics and then GBU.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. The 5 is jammed northbound right at Via de la Valle with a stall. The left lane is blocked, and then after that at Lakota Avenue, 2 left lanes are blocked with an accident. It's also pretty slow on 8 eastbound at Rose-Trans Street. Somebody else broke down, and it's blocking the left lane. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? We always bottle our Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all our bottles are made with 50% recycled plants from our own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Sue Aller with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
All right, here we go.
Hopefully everybody's okay on the Via de la Valle.
Are you making fun of the traffic lady now?
I know I'm not making fun of her
What a
because you know
mood
what?
you're in.
You know what? She's not even in the Southern California area, so I can't be mad at her for not knowing the street names.
Skraby, that was not very nice.
Valle.
He has been
I like
this
Vicky Pepper.
all
She's
day.
very nice. Every
You
time
don't
I
sound like you like her.
Every time I email her, she gets right back. She's like, "Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know how this is pronounced because I'm not in Southern California." So
Are you gonna email her about that too?
no.
I'm going to email her and tell her you've been ripping her on the air.
I did not rip her.
Vicky Pepper.
Skraby.
Here's the good from week 15 of the National Football League. Starts with Buffalo in New England.
Oh, that was Sue Aller, by the way. Sorry, Vicky Pepper. That was Sue Aller.
You threw Vicky under the bus.
Yeah, I like Sue
for
Aller.
Sue Aller.
I have never spoken. Well, yes, I have spoken to Sue Aller. It doesn't matter.
I don't think you like her either.
Thanks, Tony.
We'll do the good, the bad, the ugly tomorrow. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes talking about traffic
people on our station.
Apparently, you can't keep Josh Allen down forever.
No, you
After
can't.
the Bills were down 21-0.
Oh, what was that, Chris? The Bills were down what?
All right, what are you going to try to rip Mike Vrabel because he lost a game? Is that your whole point here? Let's get that out of the way.
They finally play a good team, and guess what happens? They
but
give
when
up a 21-0 lead at home.
But when they beat them the first time, you said Buffalo sucked. So you can't have it every way, but you'll try.
I did not say that. I said
did.
the jury is out on Buffalo.
What did he say?
You said they sucked.
You guys have the worst memories. You do not remember.
All right, let's just finish this up. Buffalo won the game on this 4th down stop.
Snap to May. Back to pass. Nobody open. Pressure coming. Rolling out to his right. Fires. And it's batted out of the air by Joey Bosa. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs for Buffalo. And that'll send the New England fans up the stairs and out of the stadium.
Yeah, good win for the Bills. Pats lose for the first time in 2 months. Josh Allen is what he is every time. I thought Drake May played really poorly. He ran 2 early touchdowns in, but couldn't get much going in the passing game. I don't know if his MVP rankings are still up where they've been, but he didn't look MVP-like to me yesterday.
Little humble pie there. He was,
Maybe so, a little
he
bit.
was certainly feeling dimself. Just listen.
Yeah.
Although I did say I appreciated the story they did on him during NFL. Was that not prime time? The morning show on ESPN.
Oh yeah.
His brothers are like
Sunday Countdown.
they're pretty. They're all like super athletic. All went to D1 schools. one of them played for North Carolina on hoops. Was really good.
I remember him.
Hit a big shot.
Yeah.
And then they both. His other brother also played basketball D1, and they are on his head. Like they talk crazy to him all the time.
And he's
just being a big brothers.
He has to come up big.
Yeah,
man.
and
They're probably ripping him today.
that's what made me think.
Yesterday.
That's what made me think of it. It's like, man, his brothers are probably on him today.
After one of those rushing touchdowns, he thought about dunking, and then he dunking the ball over the goalpost, and then he probably remembered that's a hefty fine and a flag, so he didn't do it. Yes.
No fun league is still
because someone hung on it one time
and
it moved it.
I still can't believe Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is a
to
beast,
the Dolphins,
by the way.
30-13 this year.
What is it about the snow that makes him have superpowers?
Like, he is so unstoppable sometimes. Second good was the Broncos. I don't want to give it to them, but I have to. They keep winning again. They upended Green Bay despite trailing by 9 in the third quarter. Bo Nix, career best 4 touchdown passes, rallied Denver.
Bo takes a snap, 4-man pressure. Bo climbs the pocket, throws the ball to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Troy Franklin. Bo Nix's 4th touchdown pass of the game.
I still don't believe in the Broncos. They've won 11
I
in a
don't
row.
It is annoying that they keep winning.
11 in a row, though. The last 6 of them, here's why you don't believe them, because the last 6 have been by 1 score or less. Finally, the Rams, I don't know if they've ended it for the Lions, but they've certainly made the statement yesterday. Stafford versus Goff, 716 yards passing for the 2 quarterbacks. But it was a running back who had the big score for L.A.
Blake Corum behind Stafford. He will get the feed. He bounces left side. 10-5. Corum skates in. Touchdown, Blake Corum. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, L.A. doesn't work for me.
Still sounds
Does it
weird.
work for you?
Still sounds weird.
Look, Puka Nacua, 9 for 181. St. Brown, 13 for 164. Got some good players on those 2 teams. But the Rams are 11-3. They're number 1 seed in the NFC right now. The Lions could miss the postseason.
I believe the Rams play the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football this
Thursday
week.
night. Yes, that'll be a showdown. Into the bad category we go. And we start with the Chiefs. Yes, they have dominated the NFL for the past decade, but yesterday, a devastating finish for Mahomes and his champion teammates. Mahomes, torn ACL, finished his season. And then who knew that Gardner Minshew was even their backup?
Not me.
But he threw the game-ending interception. That ended the Chiefs season. Here is that play that sent KC packing.
Minshew from the shotgun. Mahomes has already gone into the tunnel. Here comes pressure. Minshew stands tall, throws downfield. Derwin James! End the game, Derwin. 2nd consecutive week. The Chargers end the game on an interception.
All right, very good. I thought the key play in the whole game was such a Mahomes unlike him play, but it was the one he did all season this year, Tony. And that's when they were in tying field goal position. He lobbed that one down the sideline, underthrew, guy picked it off, kept them from tying the game. It just goes to show that what he's done for 10 years, we should have appreciated more. Because this year, he proved it's not a gimme to do all that stuff.
We're talking Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ninth season, he goes down with this thing. And you're right. It's not – he has been so good that you almost expect that they're just going to be able to pull it out. And I think what this year has shown that they have some deficiencies. And I mean, listen, if you're stupid if you think that they're just going to go away. They're going to retool while he gets
you mean
healthy.
Brittany Mahomes isn't going to go away?
No, they're not going away.
Hey, they have been hidden for years now.
Oh, years now.
Brittany and her brother and Patrick's little brother Jackson have not been in camera view for at least 2 years. This year for sure.
I
don't know.
This is
Brittany Mahomes is doing her SI thing.
She got tired of being harassed by you, both of them.
She's out there.
What was this before or after she threw champagne all over the crowd?
All right. That was 5 years ago.
She was celebrating.
16-13, and we didn't talk Chargers. They're 10-4. So they're the legit shot, although trailing Denver by 2 games in the West.
I got to say, now that Jim Harbaugh is not the 49ers coach, he's weird, man.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's weird
you finally
now.
came to the party, huh?
Okay.
The way that he talks about Justin Herbert makes me uncomfortable.
Some of the things he says in those
He's
halftime
definitely over
interviews
the
are
top.
just a little wacky.
He's definitely over the
He'll
top.
be like,
He's literally always been that way. though.
Yeah,
You just didn't care when he was
He
the 49ers.
is.
No, I
everybody that knew him back here at USD just said he was the most competitive person in anything he did, and whenever he was in competition, he becomes somebody else. He's just like this crazed lunatic. That's what I see.
It is insane.
Yeah. Also in the bad category was the fact that the Colts couldn't win it for Phillip Rivers. We talked about it in the last segment, but Rivers really played well, had the Colts in position to win. Seattle's Jason Myers, former star down here at Marion High School, spoiled it all with a 56-yard field goal. Seattle survives 18-16. And in the bad category were the Panthers. They've beaten the Packers and the Rams this season. All they had to do is beat the Saints yesterday to move into first place. They led by 7 in the fourth quarter. But here came Taylor Shuck and Charlie Smith.
Tyler Shuck.
Or Tyler, right. Yeah, Tyler Shuck. I was so worried about his last name that I messed up his first name. Tyler Shuck and former, English farmhand Charlie Smith, who is the Saints' new kicker that they plucked out of Europe from somewhere.
He's an Irish kicker.
Or Irish kicker, yeah. He won the game.
Hold is down. Kick is away. Flag is down. Kick is good. What's the flag?
Offsides.
Offsides. And Charlie Smith has put the Saints on top 20-17. There's still 2 seconds to play in the game.
Charlie Smith. We like him so much around here, Tony. We named the baseball field after him at San Diego State.
Yeah, we did.
Charlie Smith with the game winner. 20-17 Saints. Ugly category. Atlanta, Tampa Bay.
Ugly.
Ugly for a couple of reasons. One, did anybody even realize the Falcons had 19 penalties in that game?
Yeah, it was brutal.
That's insane. And it wasn't much prettier after the game when Todd Bowles called out his squad in a hailstorm of profanities.
I loved it.
I know you did, but
because he's such a seemingly calm
he doesn't
guy.
normally do it. Maybe he's got a point. The Bucs have lost 5 out of 6 after a 6-2 start, and they did blow a 14-point lead.
Yes, they did.
To the floundering Falcons. They also didn't cover. Kyle Pitts, who probably has never done anything like that in his whole life.
man.
My
Yeah.
poor brother-in-law was in the fantasy playoffs. Played against Kyle Pitts. Played against Amon-Ra.
Well,
played
that's
against.
that's
like record-setting day.
The guy scored like 195 against him.
That's a hang with him. Also ugly. I'm such a Pete Carroll support guy and fan. I don't know how long this can continue, though.
Robert
in Las
Saleh
Vegas.
has been linked to that job.
Philadelphia embarrasses, but it's not even embarrassing like we expected almost from the Raiders. 31 rock.
Oh, sorry, that was
touchdown.
The offense calling for the football. He's back again. He looks, he fires, and it is complete. Touchdown, A.J. Brown, 27 yards.
I was thinking of our guy, John.
You know it's
Flynn.
bad when the Eagles are having a field day offensively.
Yes,
who
but
have struggled.
The Raiders had 110 yards.
Yeah.
And
The
that was-
offense has been the issue pretty much all year long.
They did that earlier this year against the Chiefs. Remember that one game? I think they had 3 first downs. I mean, just nothing. I felt for my guy, John Flint, though, in his fantasy game because he had A.J. Brown. And when your star receiver catches a ball late in the third quarter and the announcer goes, and his first catch of the day.
Yeah, it's a rough
That's
one.
like, oh,
That's a
God,
rough
that's
one.
horrible news. Anyway, 31-0. The other team that was ugly yesterday, surprisingly, was the Bengals. They came out with nothing. In fact, 2 of the season's 7 shutouts were yesterday. I was surprised to see Joe Burrow go down.
He said it was the worst game he's played as a professional.
Well, bad luck for the Dolphins because next week he'll probably bounce back. But he threw a pair of picks, including a pick 6. He was sacked 3 times. And even Lamar Jackson found his way back to some lost mojo.
Lamar the shotgun. 29 seconds left in the half. Lamar takes a snap. Fires deep for the end zone. He's got a man there. Touchdown! Zay Flowers! And the Ravens extend the lead.
It's a valuable lesson maybe for Joe because he came into this week being all sad and kind of the energy was, I don't know if this is fun anymore.
That rubs off a little bit.
And then he played like that this week. So
Good call,
maybe,
Tony.
and I saw already this week that he's starting the final 3 games and he had a little different kind of attitude than talking about it today. So
Very good point.
Let that be a lesson to young athletes out there, man. The energy you put in is
sometimes it'll manifest itself.
Exactly.
The old saying. By the way, Zay Flowers, unless he can change it in the last 2 weeks of the season, quickly becoming one of my least favorite receivers because he's done nothing all year for me. And then in my bye week,
goes off.
There's his 40-yard touchdown.
Well, I have a big
Where's
question.
that been?
Like, I am seriously
it's-
considering benching Lamar Jackson because he has been pedestrian this year.
Listen, I think
See what we
Lamar's
do.
year was altered from the moment his hamstring got hurt. He hasn't been the same really since that point. Now he's played better here this last week, and it might be an indication that his hammy started to feel better. And I think Zay Flowers is connected squarely with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
If he's not playing well, Zay Flowers certainly isn't going to be playing well.
Well, it'll be next week. The Ravens get the Patriots in the Sunday night game. So, Skraby, it'll be your decision. But assuming
who's your other option?
It's got a pretty good
Jordan
option.
Love.
Jordan Love. Yeah.
Who they got?
Well, they got the Bears. It'll be a tough call for you, Skraby, but I assume you'll go with Lamar Jackson since we know the Patriots are so awful. He should run ragged over them.
Point, Chris.
So I would expect you to
this
use
isn't
Lamar.
this isn't that difficult. You go
It's
with
an
Lamar.
easy choice for
Yeah.
you. They're playing one of the worst
Patriots
teams in
are
football
trash.
next week.
Done.
Done.
Lamar's going to run
And
all
your
over
season
the
may
Patriots.
be also done if you don't do it right. We'll see. how it
Isn't that
works.
crazy that I drafted Lamar Jackson the year that he has his worst year of his career?
Well, I don't feel for you, much like I don't feel for the Chiefs. You are 10-4. You had the best record in the league. Kind of hard for me to,
I get it.
be upset for you. There's teams that would have changed places with you quickly.
So no mention of the great 49ers yesterday?
None.
They
What?
played- you talk about playing somebody that didn't matter. Titans. You should be embarrassed you gave up 20 points.
I know.
Come on.
I was waiting for them to be in the ugly category, like 49ers get out to a lead and then they give up 20 points.
I'm going to say this. The
Titans.
49ers have not made a lot of good, bad, and ugly this year because they really play the easy schedule and their games have not been, big games. And that's fine. They're
sorry?
kind of sneaking through here
They
nicely.
are. They kind of just been.
They've been quiet this year. Who do they play this week? Do they have a good game this
You
week?
just mentioned it, Colts.
Oh, yeah.
Monday Night
Colts. Yeah.
Football.
Well, they won't make the good, bad, and ugly either.
I think they play the Bears.
Still got the Bears.
Final
Okay.
3 games of the year.
Okay.
And they play the Seahawks.
They got the Bears the
game of
final
year.
3 games of the year?
So no, it goes Colts, Bears, Seahawks.
Ooh, what are they now? 10-4.
10-4.
Yeah,
They could
how's
lose
10
all
and 7
three.
sound to you?
You know, I really think that
They
Brock
could lose all 3.
Brock Purdy is back.
Okay.
He's feeling himself on the field. He did the Douglas last week at Cleveland, or 2 weeks ago. This week, he did like a fake ball trick into some guy's face, and then he apologized after.
I saw, speaking of Douglas, I saw J.J. McCarthy do the gritty into the end zone.
Yeah, and Kevin O'Connell was not a fan. He
Yeah.
told him during the practice, do not celebrate before you get in the end zone.
That's fair. That's fair, especially as a quarterback.
Kevin O'Connell, 2 wins in a row with an undermanned team, right?
Yeah.
After you gave up on the whole season.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, even in a tough year, kudos to him for keeping his guys going. That was a good win last night, although they were eliminated from the playoffs.
Oh, now Brandon on the chat is going after me about their schedule. They're just playing the schedule put in front of them. The Patriots, on the other hand, are being crowned Super Bowl champions for playing the schedule put in front of them.
Here we go into
You get to play the Jets twice. They get to play the
Alright.
Dolphins twice.
Thank goodness the show has come to an end.
Overtime's going to be up at like 4:15. You're going to want to see it.
Don't miss it. It's on YouTube. Enjoy the Dolphins-Steelers thriller. We're back tomorrow at 2:00.
Good night.
I should say also youtube.com/@Gwynn and Chris SD. Talk to you tomorrow.